Hello everyone, I'm Yeti from BU4U Gaming, and today we are back in the Botany Manor, and we finally made it into the library last time after a little bit of difficulty on my part. So we can't get into the study yet, but we did get in here, so let's check this place out. Oh, there's something interesting over there. Let's check this out. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds with a big strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese, straight into the fox's open mouth. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay, so, well, we do have something that looks like a crow over here. We have a hare, we have a sun, a fish, and a moon. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion we have to figure out the order of this because it didn't actually do anything. Or I tried to open it once I had hit all 5 of them. I could just have tried with the crow, right? But yeah, it doesn't really do anything. And I figured it wouldn't be that simple. There we go. Let's just do that to reset it, and then we're gonna look around and see if we can find some more stuff in here. Maybe some clues to what we need to do. Oh, here we go. So, Night Sky book, Wonders of the Night Sky. Okay, well, we did have a moon. But there was also an upstairs section, so I don't see anything else down here. So let's try and go up there before we miss more with that puzzle. See if there's any more of interest. Okay, let's start over here. It's kind of a smaller section. And oh, there was something there. There's also that book there. Ball invitation. Your company is respectfully solicited at a New Year's ball to be given at Somerset Hall Thursday the 4th of January 1860. Supper is at 6 o'clock. Good music in attendance. E. Grimes, proprietor. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. T. Well, somehow I think our Bella is very, very focused on her, like her studies and her hobbies and stuff, and I don't think her main focus is to find a husband. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I'm not a fish, but a prince, enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom, a cottage instead of a hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while, the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish again. The Complete Aesop's Fables, it's called. These books, because the other one was also from there. I feel like I've heard this one before. Okay, well, let's go over here and see. There's another one. Nothing else here. Yep, The Hare and the Tortoise. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and a race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare woke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." This one I've definitely heard before, not just the slow and steady wins the race. I think most people know that, but I've definitely also heard the story before. Maybe you guys have too. It is the one with the is it a frog and a crocodile, where the frog wants to cross the river? Isn't that also? I wonder if that's from the same book that you often hear about that one. Or is it? No, it's a scorpion. A scorpion and a frog, I think. I think I've heard them in different versions, actually. I think that it's the like the real like fable one, or the one that you hear the most is with a scorpion, and is it a frog or something? I can't really remember. Man, it's been a long time, but something rings a bell anyway. And of course, all of them has like a moral for you. So, the rising sun. Huh. Okay, so we had the crow, we had a moon, we had the hare here, we had a fish there, and we have a sun here. But how does it tell me anything about the order? Is it to do with the layout? So you come first here, but it's almost the same location as this, and these two are kind of right above, and then this comes, let's just have a look again. Aha! One bright morning, wasn't there one of them? There's the sun, which was the setting, the rising sun, right? So that would be early morning. That's the sunrise. There's the moon. That would be nighttime. Let's just double check. Yes, at midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. So we have the sun first. Then in the morning, we have the fish. Then at midday, we have the hare. And then I don't remember what I said with the crow, but let's go and check. Let's go and check. The evening. One evening, and then of course we have that over there. So what did I say? The sun first, obviously. That's in the morning. Then we had that's sunrise, and we have the fish in the morning. We had the hare at midday. We had the crow at the evening, and we have the moon at nighttime. Ha! That was it. Nice. Okay, cool. Sunset 1st of May, orange, yellow, and pink. Okay. Nice. Such beautiful colors. So we have sunset, the 22nd of May, blue, yellow, pink, and orange. Oh, that's very pretty too. And then we have sunset 8th of July, blue, purple, pink, and orange. Oh yeah. Well, I think everyone enjoys sunsets and sunrises, right? It's always so pretty. Okay. Let's see. The London Record. And the London Record and Weekly Journal of Literature, Science and Art, number 159, volume 7, for the week ending 9th of May, 1829. And it's 1 penny, guys. Okay, Lindley appointed Chair of Botany at University College London. After an esteemed early career as Assistant Secretary to the Horticultural Society and admission as one of the youngest ever fellows to the Linnean Society, John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in his inaugural I don't know how you pronounce that, inaugural lecture, it has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of men. Lindley also challenged the Linnean classification system and proposes many changes. Okay. I don't feel like there's much of a clue in that one to any of these flowers. I wonder if the colors here are gonna matter. There's always 4 colors, right? And we have different dates. I'm gonna have to try and remember that we should maybe come back here if we suddenly need to figure out 4 different colors for something. Oh, there's more over here. Sunset, 14th of October, green, blue, pink, and orange. And then we have sunset, 29th of April, purple, red, orange, and yellow. That's kind of a cool idea for paintings. Seeds. Yes, we got a nightfall. I vaguely remember my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. Well, nightfall is kind of similar to, well, sunset and nightfall is almost the same thing, right? I think it's just that nightfall follows sunset. That's how you would say it, right? So I would think that the sunset paintings would belong for this one. That would kind of make sense to me. There's also the sapphire gloom. There was the cradle fern, have drastically declined on the banks. So I feel compelled to research any changes in the environment on the banks. So it sounds like it's something that grows along the water. You can also see there's a little water droplet down here. Brook chalice. My friend wrote to me about the brook chalice, which made me want to research them. Okay. And of course we got this in here, so it would kind of make sense that it would fit with that. Because we haven't found the other ones yet. Then we have sunset, 8th of August, blue, red, orange. We have sunset, 12th of September, blue, yellow, orange, and red. And we have sunset, 25th of June, blue, purple, orange, and red. Was there one of them that I didn't interact with? I just looked at, kind of. Was there a little ding? Something? Okay, I felt like there was one that I only looked at, but I don't know if it triggers anything. So, okay, so we got a key. Ooh, for the study. Cool. Grandma's research. Mary Green, research notes 1830 to 31. Nightfall progress. I have been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth. So far, I have deduced that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. And then she has some tasks for this month. Monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting list, collect field samples, and seed collection. Okay, and there are no more pages. Okay, but that doesn't need, we need to figure out the month, of course, which of course has to do with these, with the colors. So I guess we have to find a clue with the colors somewhere and come back here and check the dates and figure out which month we have to work with. Or maybe we have to find the month and then we come back here and figure out the colors. And maybe the colors of the light somehow is gonna make the flower bloom. Well, I'm sure it has to do with the colors somehow. But I think that was everything in here, wasn't it? I think so. Okay, so that was this place. Then we did go upstairs. That's where we found the other clues. So now we can go here to the study. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Look at this place. That is pretty. I like the colors in here. Oh, yep. Very nice. Huh. Meadow Orchids of Britain, collected and researched by Professor J. Montague, assisted by R. Brown. Okay, and of course Arabella doesn't get any mention. Letter from Anne, January 1890. My dear friend, I have been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach the wider world, since it's so seldom we are able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under his name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it would be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With warmest regards, Anne. Oh boy. Okay. Professor's note. Arabella, I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One I recall was a favorite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before summer ends, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. Okay, he's at least being supportive, right? Even though he did seem to want us to get or find a husband, because T is probably Theodore. He's the one who gave us that invite, right? That we should wash our hands. Or she should wash her hands. Okay, so fungi of Britain. Mushroom food sources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't always had access to nutrients through soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they have become carnivorous because they only acquire the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms, such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus or parasite. Mushrooms growing on a tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. Okay. Is this how we can remove that tree down there somehow? I don't know, but this could be a clue, of course. Because it's something about mushrooms and food sources. Don't always have through soil. They can eat each other, or like living organisms and stuff, and trees. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that might be a clue for this one. That's the only mushroom, right? And then what was the other clue? Grandma's research. Oh, that must be the one that where she was talking about. She didn't know what month, right? So I think that's this one. Yep. Okay, we got another seed. So that's the sapphire gleam. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. Let's see. Tree diseases. Arboriculture, tree diseases. Yep. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, many small red spots will be visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Hypoxylon causes black patches to form on the bark of the tree. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. Root parasite. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings on the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. Eventually, it causes the tree to dry out and lose all of its leaves. There is currently no known cure. Bark rust is a disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It is usually caused by excess hydration and too much sunlight. Well, I don't know if it has any relation to the tree that is down in the hall, but I do feel like that one had like big patches on it. I just don't remember if they were like this purplish color or black, but I felt like it had big patches, so maybe it's related to that. But then there's also these. So let's see. Ooh, kingfisher egg. Interesting. We have a speckled sparrow egg. We have a shoveler duck egg. We have a quail egg. We have a crested owl egg. Okay. We have a golden mallard egg. Red-billed moorhen egg. A shelduck egg. River swan egg. And blue heron egg. So I'm thinking maybe it has to do with the look of them, potentially, that we need to find the one that looks a certain way. This has little droplets on it. So I wonder if that has to do with this. This little droplet there. That was the crested owl egg. Well, I don't know. It might also just be a coincidence. It looks like that. But for now, that was that. But we still have to find... Huh. I don't feel like I've gotten that many clues. Well, we have these. So, tree diseases and bird eggs. The tree diseases I definitely think is for this one. With the mushrooms, yes. And then the one with the eggs, I'm not actually sure. I think that's for one of the other ones. But we'll see. What did it say for this one? The brook chalice, but we don't really know any other clues for that yet. Okay, so this is probably the one we have to figure out, because now we have everything we need for it. Apparently. So the mushroom needs to feed on a tree, so we do have that big tree down there. Let's have a little look-see. Right, do we have? Yes, we do. See, we do have this. And there's the purple patches. The purple patches. So I was right about the patches. Okay, so that means we're gonna try and put our little fungi over there. So we need, we need one of these. We need some soil. And the sapphire gloom, indeed. And let's water it. Oh, look at that. Nice. And then we are gonna put it over here. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, yay. It made it bloom again. Or not bloom, but the leaves came back. Judging by the name, I don't believe this. Yes. It has to give us a new... there we go. The sapphire gloom is a widely misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees, and as opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. Ah, that was the thing about you don't always have to remove it. Not always the case that you have to remove it, right? Okay, but we're gonna steal it. It has spread to the tree. So, let's put it out here. Let's put you down there. Yeah, with our little collection of plants. Cool. Can we do anything else out here? I know there's the door up there. No, it doesn't look like we can... I don't think if we could climb it or something. Okay, so let's go up. And then... Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Now we can go in here. Cool. Oh wow. Okay, I think we're gonna go right first. This looks like a bigger area. So let's check this out. The trapped fairy. Okay, trapped fairy painting. Is that a clue to anything? We have a moon. There's some feathers. She's sitting on a flower. Okay, we can sit. Letter about weeds, 10th of August. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently and noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mention of it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Well, it's next to the water. Is that a clue? Because I kind of already figured that out here. But a letter about weeds, right? So the fairy painting is a clue as well. Interesting. Is that about weeds? Letter about weeds. It doesn't really talk about weeds. That's why I got a little confused. Unless that's considered a weed. Well, I guess maybe it is. Someone would consider this a weed. Okay. Then we had the bird eggs. I think this is probably for this. And then there's the fairy painting. But until I kind of feel like that I understand that it's a clue, I don't really want to add it. So... Okay. I'm not quite sure how that would be a clue, but maybe we'll figure it out. Okay, we can't get into the attic yet, so let's go this way. Ooh, cradle fern. Ooh, hoo, hoo. There are the eggs, and they actually do have the little droplets of water on them. So there we go. Yep, okay. So that seems very much like a clue, right? So we have the fern painting. Then we had the bird eggs. Well, the bird eggs are kind of trapped. And so is, you could say they are, right? They're not really, well, that's not the intention, of course. They're placed there as a nest. But, you know, she is also kind of being cradled. So does that give us a hint about anything? Not that I can figure out right now. Oh, I felt like there was a little pop-up there. Okay, well, let's keep going. Okay, so we can plant here. Do we have a room? Is there anything here before I get... Okay, let's start to the right. So, let's go in here first. See what's in here. Oh, there's another seed right there. Let's grab this one. Oh, that was the cradle fern, but I hadn't actually closed this, so it kind of kept it open. There we go. Now we got that one. So let's check it. Weed removal ad. Clack. Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We are specialized in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, and duckweed. Make an appointment today. Clark & Company, certified weed removal and agricultural services. You will. Okay, well, he does talk about this brook chalice, but... and I guess it's a hint that it lives in the water, but I kind of already got the idea of that, but let's just have a little look here. Weed removal. Probably meant to be a clue there. And petition. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honourable House of Commons. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear the beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing. Your signature, Arabella Green. Oh, okay. Nice. That's a nice effort to make. Oh, trap fairy story. Here we go. A folk tale. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of the time, and the day turned into night. Nox, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx... Oh, it was not Nox, it was Nyx. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke. Though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower had closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Oh dear. Okay, so this tells us something about that the nightfall is open at night, and then in the daytime it would kind of close like some flowers do. Very often it's in the daytime they open, right? If you have a garden or have ever had a garden or just grow flowers inside, you might sometimes notice this. But that is very cool. Okay, so is this telling us anything new? Because I had kind of figured out that it had to do with the, like, nightfall, right? And it probably has to do with those paintings, with the sun. She fell in love with the moon, and okay, so it closes. Okay, well, let's put the fairy story here, and then the petition we're gonna put over here. No? Oh, so what did I put here that didn't have to do with this? So maybe the bird eggs don't have to do with this. Oh, this is the brook chalice. Oh boy, I'm thinking about something else. Yep. So let's go here and let's reset. So that's the petition, right? And then the bird eggs. Well, it still kind of feels like they would fit here, but now it also feels like they would fit over here. Oh, that's why there was this little, because that's what it looks like. I was looking at it as a water droplet, but it's just a seed. So the petition. Oh, but we also, so this one has to do with bird eggs. And the bird eggs, but we also saw the picture with the bird eggs in what looked like this cradle fern, right? So, okay, well, let's go, nope, let's go back to nightfall, fairy story, yep, okay. Okay, this was the fairy story. Now my brain is just going crazy. Photograph, my dear Nova, never forgotten. Okay. Very cool. Oh, we are completely out of time, guys. We're gonna have to continue with this next time. Yep, okay, so I'm gonna have to try and get my head straight with all these different clues here. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, do take care and happy gaming.